today. Texas. It's a special EA Sports.
Final week of the NFL season, week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out. Offense as they get ready to take over. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
They'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll make a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On second down, Mayfield again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up second down.
To second and 10.
To throw again. Beasley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and burst through it for a solid game.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Looking to throw on second down. Beasley throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. Just a really crisp, clean effort. Well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't you feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. Back has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him.
No
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Beasley, flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, it's Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength. Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Their own 26-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, It changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Lewis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 12.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Beasley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Beasley. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And here's Lewis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Beasley looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Beasley able to hit his target, Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here on New. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Jets 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
It's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cooper's got it. And all the way down to the 12.
That's good for a Cowboy.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 2nd down. Beasley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Lewis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Justin Jefferson.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield. This one brought in by Jefferson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That's going to set him. But now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. 3rd down here.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
To throw, Mayfield. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's got it up and through. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Lewis. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield looks to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 40.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Back now in Arlington, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Makes the score Cowboys 41.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And here's Lewis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So out now come the Jets. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
5-yard line.
Now Pollard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Cowboys 41.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up